So it's the day after the PWA Pozo competition, and once again Victor Fernandez was in another final. Yes, since 2006 he hasn't missed one final. That is crazy. Second this year, but just an ultimate competitor here in Pozo. We thought we would catch up with him and find out what his secret is. And we're going to start off in the van. Now this is Victor Fernandez's van. This is the kit he has been using. You can see everything is just absolutely set. Extensions, masts and sails all together. I think he told me earlier he's got 3.4 to 5.0. That is the sails he brings here to Pozo, and obviously an array of different boards. Now we've actually got him rigging up his sail. We're going to chat to Victor about the boards, when he uses them, different fin setups, have a look at his harness lines, everything to do with Victor Fernandez, and find out exactly how he has done it. So like I said, we're going to catch up with Victor Fernandez. We were just speaking actually before. 6 wins, 5 second places in the last 11 years, Victor. I mean, how does that feel? I mean, that's an amazing statistic.
Yeah, it feels unbelievable for me. You know, it's more than a decade in the final here in Pozo. I compete against different amazing sailors in the 11 years, and yeah, like from young guys to guys from my age or older. So yeah, it feels amazing. Can't believe it, I made it so long, and I hope I can still make it next year. Yeah,
well, we're going to talk about the kit. Obviously you've been fine-tuning your kit over the years. You've been with North Fanatic for, well, quite a while now. When did you start with North Fanatic?
Well, with North Sail it's my 9th year.
Yeah.
And with Fanatic since I'm 18 years old, so it's pretty much all my career.
So
I started on the PWA when I was 18.
Okay.
So I started with Fanatic all my career, pretty much.
Fanatic for life,
yeah.
Fanatic for life. Yeah. Well, it's obviously, you've been, like I say, working on this gear. We're going to talk through the sails first of all, because this is the new version of the Hero, the superhero.
Superhero.
I think, it definitely helps. Maybe just give us a quick idea of how has this changed this year?
Yeah, on the smaller sizes, we keep them pretty much the same. We just add a new button tensioner, which is a little bit more easier to adjust, and you don't lose so much tension when the sail is new. And from 5.0 up to 5.7, we have changed a little bit the boom length. We made it a little bit shorter, so it's easier to handle. The sail feels a little bit smaller, but still with the same power.
Okay.
So we haven't changed that much, because last year the sails were incredible, and every 2 years we make a little bit more of a change, but every year it's hard to improve too much, you know.
Yeah,
and the sail is already
I was about to say, you were world champion last year, so if it's not broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, I didn't want to change so much, because all the riders on the team, I think they were quite happy as well. Yeah. Small guys like 65 kilo on the smaller sails, or bigger guys like me, or even bigger on the 5.3s or 5.0s. So.
It definitely seems to be an all-round sail. 4-batten sail as well. You don't use the 5-batten?
No, I don't use them. I'm allowed in Maui, and I think between the 3 and the 5-batten, this is like the main perfect combination for me. In the conditions I said all around, from Maui to Pozo, Tenerife, at home in Almeria. So I think for jumping and wave riding, I don't want to lose so much my wave riding, because the 4-batten adds a lot of backhand, so you don't lose the power when you make a good turn. And I love that, you know. For sure I love jumping, but I have to miss maybe a little bit of technical on the jumping side, because I think the 5-batten is a little bit more neutral and easier, and you can go a little bit higher. But on this one I can do better wave rides, you know. Yeah, got you. So it's getting that balance right. It's the balance, you know, between the 3 and the 5, and I keep this combination. Okay, so that's basically, you know, what most people know. You're 82 kilos. 83, yeah. 83, yeah. How do you rig your sail? Obviously, because you're a bit different to some of the lighter guys. The wind is definitely picking up. I can feel it boffing around. Do you do anything special? How, you know, compared to the actual stats on the sail? Well, this is like the standard downhaul I do, like for Pozo. If the wind is not so strong, I don't give so much downhaul. Okay. Because if you give too much downhaul, the sail gets more neutral. which is better for jumping. When when I'm really powerful, I do a little bit more downhole.
So it's only sort of floppy between them top two. That's where it's
top
kind of
two,
loose,
pretty much.
Slightly coming down.
Not over the sticker of the Fanatic. You see the
so just going loose into the middle of the sail there.
So the leech is like not flipping too much inside on the Fanatic point, and if you don't put too much downhole, the sail is more reactive. It's a bit more nervous, which I like more for wave riding, because you can move the sail more and easier. It's not so neutral, and that's the main change I do.
Outhaul?
Outhaul, I leave it the same all the time. I play a bit more with the downhole.
Okay, like so I mean, it says here, boom 151. Let's have a look what he's got. Now we're looking here. So we've got that boom's on 150, is it?
150, yeah.
150.
If I put a little bit more downhole, the boom will be closer to the outhole.
Okay.
So it will be the perfect, because when we test the sails, we take the maximum uphole and the minimum uphole.
Yeah, gotcha.
We mark it on the. I put the Fanatic sticker, but normally you have two dots there.
Yeah.
And you can see the maximum and the minimum.
Okay, perfect. We're going to talk about your actual personal setup. We're going to put this sail up in the air. I just want to check your boom height, because I need to know if you're a high boom rider or a low boom rider. Obviously, we've not got the UJ on there.
Actually, I'm a low boom rider.
Yeah.
I used to sail higher the boom when I was on the 5 buttons sail.
Yeah.
For jumping, I think it's a little bit better, but for overall, this is the size I love, because I'm lower on my knees. I play more with the rails when I'm lower for wave riding, and even if the harness lines are 34, I'm sailing so low that the boom doesn't feel so low for me.
Yes.
And I feel more control.
So when you're
the lower I am, the less I feel the gusty winds, and that's why I choose the low boom.
Do you use it lower here in Pozo because of the conditions, or is that just a general?
No, general. On Maui, I even use it a little bit lower because it's only wave riding.
Okay.
And I'm more low, and my stands are really open, so I am more low for all the cutbacks and the wave riding moves.
And 34 inch harness lines, yeah?
Yeah, 34. As you see here, this sticker marks the center point of the harness lines, pretty much.
Okay.
This boom maybe had it on the 4.2, but normally that's the middle point.
Yes, gotcha.
So everyone that has this sail, it's easier to see. HTS is harness line center.
So with your boom, when you're on the board, obviously we're not got the bait. Whereabouts do you have it on there? I mean, is it?
It's on my
nipple
chest. Yeah, like maximum here.
Okay.
When you have the base, it's low. Yeah.
It's low.
Other riders from north, they have it like this high. Like for example, Class is riding the boom higher.
Yeah. Maybe for earlier planing or getting going?
For earlier planing or jumping, I think it's a little bit better.
Yeah.
Higher.
Just give us put your hand in the harness line. I just want to see how. Yeah. I just want to see.
Like that.
Yeah. So. Yeah, it's a little bit longer than your forearm.
Yeah.
It's always, for me, it's kind of a good test, that.
Yeah, I think so.
Because you've obviously got pretty long arms.
When I came to Pozo the first time, I was on 24 harness lines.
Okay.
When I was 14 years old. And every year, like in Kutre, they told me, no, you have to go longer and longer because the wind is so strong here. And if you are farther away from the boom, you will have more control. You don't catapult that much. Right. And every summer I changed from 26, 28, 30. But then when I was on 35, I stopped because I thought, okay, that's the maximum. I don't want to go so low.
Yeah. Just one more thing. We put the sail down. Just when people obviously are rigging this sail, I always put my hand on the sail. Do you do this test where you push down on the boom? I was just trying to give an idea of people. Does it actually the sail touch the boom when you're sailing?
When I test, I push here, and I always see that these two buttons are touching a little bit the mast,
Okay.
This one is touching more.
So the over rotation.
But the second one has to touch also. If it's too far away from the mast, you put too much downhole and it's getting too flat.
Okay.
And you don't want that on the 4 button sails, especially this one, because these two buttons are farther away.
Yeah, quite far apart.
And you will make the sail too flat and it will be more out of control.
Yeah. So, I think that's an interesting point you say there, because there's a lot of people from maybe older school, they rig their sail, it gets windy, they put more outer and more downhaul, and then the sail becomes, like you say, uncontrollable.
Yeah, like people that are windsurfing for a long time, they come from the 5-button sails, and you need more downhaul, because you have 5 buttons, so the sail doesn't lose the shape so much. But on the 4-button, you don't need that.
No.
You just have to sail one size down. If you overpower, you know.
Yeah, you change basically.
You change.
Yeah. And that's, like you say, that's a good point for anyone watching. If you are
on the 5-button, you can stay on the sail a bit longer than on the 4-button.
Yeah, I think that's a very good point, because I think a lot of people need to know that. You've got to set the sail 4 buttons deeper and keep it shape. You don't just pull the downhaul and outhaul,
exactly.
And then it will be very unstable.
Another thing, you shouldn't over-rotate your buttons, over-tension them. Because if you make too much curve, the sail will feel also really stiff, and you don't want that also.
Okay. I have heard, maybe you can correct me, North are coming now with tension bands already done.
Yeah, they glue them, and we measure on the prototypes, but hopefully they all come right, you know.
Yes, because I did hear they got a torque tensioner. So in the factory they tension them to a certain tension, so everything in theory should come perfect.
Yeah, it should come perfect.
Okay, well, there we go. That's pretty interesting there, I reckon, on the sail. We're going to move on to your quiver of boards.
Yeah.